These two teams have been standard bearers, championship programs. And when they look at their schedule, there are a lot of big games. And they know to get where they want to be, they're going to have to go right through each other. And the Dogs and the Tide always have a national championship or bust mentality. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Had the job.
We'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Shot my shot.
On the 17th
And he landed.
The Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. We're looking forward to it all week. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Bounces through the end zone.
I didn't know he shot his shot. But this ain't the only one that he messed with, though. I mean, not good. Yeah, like, I was like, ooh, I'm stuck up on that person. Because, like, Brandon, this is the thing with Brandon. So when we went to Orlando, because before Brandon knows, I was like all for Brandon. Like, when I was in Tallahassee, like, I wasn't trying to, like, mess with no niggas. I was so about you, all about you, sir. The good thing.
They'll bring it out to the 25. The give from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up the 15. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Simpson. The sweet feet keep the play alive. Breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pick up there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
These quarterbacks are
good coverage on the outside, man-to-man. Nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. This rivalry might not be as bitter for Alabama as the ones against Auburn or Tennessee, or for Georgia, the ones against Florida or Georgia Tech. But when Alabama and Georgia have met over the past decade or so, no matchup has been more impactful across the SEC or college football.
Oh, there's no doubt. Georgia's had a Bama.
Say what?
I mean, they've kind of had their number. Obviously, got over the hurdle for the national championship, but some great teams that have been held back against Alabama's. This is a big rivalry. This is a huge day for the Dogs.
Anytime these teams play, it feels like a national championship. Even more than an SEC championship. We've seen that time and time again. But one thing I know, Georgia's defense is going to know where Ryan Williams is lining up each and every play, because the true freshman last year ate this defense alive.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
This defense, they understood the challenge coming in. Like, he is elusive. He is a game breaker. They were
let it go. I ain't let it go. I mean, opened it.
And so far,
just pulled it open.
Great job getting to him and getting the sack.
Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller.
Yeah, I just pulled that bit open.
Take the hit, he delivers it and gets to the 27.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume. That'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Huh? Say what? Where?
They were able to get a field
All the way to the bottom.
and now they'll kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll try the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for room, it's Frazier. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on.
There he goes. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They got it 1st and 10, threatening inside. Turning it on! Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hampton. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The give on the option. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Rides the back and leads it on the option. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Finds his man, it's Miller. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Alabama with a first and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Got room on the return. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
What a play by the safety. Really good understanding. Like, listen, if I'm going to sit back and I'm going to play cover two and I'm a free safety, I'm free to go get that thing. But I got to see the route. I got to see the wide receiver breaking, understanding the quarterback's throwing the football. And as soon as that hand separates from the other hand, I'm breaking on it. Does a great job breaking on it and making the catch.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Humphries. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's dealt. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. Handoff to the lone back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down. In the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so I'd love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
And the D deny them on second and goal. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Using his legs, it's Frazier. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit...
Come on, what y'all gonna do?
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the back. Running to Green. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain.
He's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Bernard. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He might want another play. Thrust that arm out. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Thank you, Hannah.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Sure hands. It's
Georgia.
Crosses the 35.
Georgia Bulldogs.
There. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the ball.
Oh, yeah, like how you was in my auntie's house.
Looking downfield on first down. Dances away. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
You sitting up under me and telling me don't get too close? The nerve. The nerve.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Something wrong?
I'm not here with people.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He's got the back in the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Snagged in the middle, it's Branch. At the 35, he's loose. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the route is on.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a way to set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver because now you're a big target. On these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. With jet sweep pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal, the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion, crossed the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a 3rd down and goal situation.
Slams ahead. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
3rd and goal, and I like the play call. You're trying to run it in. You expect to be physical, but this offensive line just not getting the job done. They need more push.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Complete out of the backfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And the extra point was good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the catch on the left. He's brought down, but this freshman is not afraid to take a shot.
Man, on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Buys a little time with his feet. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Alabama! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Looks like he's going to bring. And he
Let's see if I can get time.
Deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability.
Only with certain type of time.
It's also a tough skill because you got all these guys flying down the field so fast. And sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a... And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take
Quarterback.
very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia's.
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run.
And the defense got him in the 27.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback really has to see. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's setting the fake. He had no shot.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. catch in the middle. It's Branch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Not much room to run. Let's give it one to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Looking for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat.
Yeah,
Grab in the middle. It's Bernard. And he's brought down after a nice game. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He's looking to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense, they've been so good, man. Dialed in, you can tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Touchdown Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
it's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Looking for a deep man. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They want...
Turning it on! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Give up some yardage. They've given up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Russell. He wants a big play here late. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Falls incomplete.